Right, we're on. Today it's very, very wet outside. It's not nice at all. So I'm inside doing some practice. I've just been coaching and I'm going to do some productive practice and show you guys a way how you can work on path and face the path in a very different way than you normally would, I guess. So I've placed these golf balls on the ground. We're hitting in that direction out there, but you can see the balls are scattered all over the mat. So the purpose of this is I have to hit these golf balls towards an intended target, but I can't move any of them before I play the shot. So every ball must stay in that position. I'm going to have to organise some sort of path or work some sort of path and face the path in between the golf balls to try and get myself to hit target. I'm going to use my 7-iron for this. And it's just a great way when you finish off your range session, if you've had a good sesh and you've got a dozen balls or so left, place them on the mat and do something constructive with them. Don't just hit them for the sake of hitting them. So here we go. End of the session. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 balls left over. I've had a good practice session. I'm happy with what I've done. Yeah, I could easily hit these and performance dips and fatigue sets in, and then I walk away from the range thinking, do you know, that wasn't a great session at all. Let's not do that. Let's scatter them over the mat and we'll hit target by trying to create some form of path and face relationship to make sure we can hit target. So I'm going to start off with what I think is the easiest golf ball. I've got 160 uphill into the wind. My 7-iron goes 170, so it's that sort of number. It's probably a little bit shorter than that, to be honest with you, so I can play a little feely 7-iron. But you could do it with different clubs. You could vary the clubs. I'm just going to do it for ease with 7-iron only. I like hit and draw. This one here, I'm going to get around this ball by an in to out path. So I feel as though I could punch something out there. Now I'm off the mat. I've got a wall behind me, so it's going to be very much a punchy one. Now this could happen on the golf course. That could be a tree, this could be an awkward lie. So that's why it becomes relevant practice, not just a case of mucking around. Yeah. So balls back in stance, in to out path, let this work. Drawing it, that's awesome. Hit a low loop and draw into target, that's about 6 feet. That was class. Now I have, okay, so obviously this ball is pretty simple. Backswing's restricted slightly, but I'm going to play much more of a straighter punch towards target. Less draw required. It's good as well. I did turn it over a little bit, but it's up there on the green, just left the pin. Now, it's all become a little bit tricky. So, let's go, put these two close together. Let's go here. So now I've got this ball behind me, I'm going to really have to chop down this one, but it's going to free up this one. So I'm playing ball forward, I'm going to try and get a sort of chop down, cut left to right ball from this. Real manipulation of the hands and path to get this ball to go left to right. Path's going to be out to in, face open to path. Oh, it's done well. Big curve, right edge of the green, kicked off the right into the bunker. Okay, this here, chance of getting in there. Yeah, that's possible. I'm going to take this one here. Obviously a lot going on behind there. This is going to have to be a draw because I've got too much in the way here with these golf balls. So weights left, really trying to get ahead of it. It's going to be a low one, low draw. Oh, that's good. That's right on it. Yep, very good. So I've freed up this one. I can play a fade on that one. This one here, I've just hit a draw, so I'm going to try and hit another one. A little bit hampered by the ball behind here. Still going to make this work for me. Again, low draw. So I've had a few low draws here. Oh my word. Just up the right edge, coming back in, right side of the green, happy. This one here, perfect. So I've left myself a shot I can play. So now all of a sudden I've just got a normal golf shot. There we go. Normal shot, hanging off the mat a little bit, but just a normal golf shot. It's good. Yep, pretty much middle of the green. Where to now? I think you get the idea as to how this works. You know, obviously you can place the balls anywhere you like, you can make it as hard or as difficult as you like. The more balls you have, the harder it's going to be. But you get some real funky ones. It's shots you would never probably practice when you're in the driving range. I mean, if you've got a bucket of balls and you started doing this, people are going to ask questions, why is he doing that? But think how good your shot shaping is going to be, your understanding of the path and the face to path in order to get A, strike on the golf ball, and B, the outcome you're after. Being able to shape the ball is so important. Trajectories up and down. If the ball's behind you, you need a steeper angle of attack, so therefore you're hitting the ball lower. All these little things, it's a magic way to improve your golf and introduce some form of creativity and imagination into your game. I grew up playing links golf, so there's a lot of imagination in there already. As you know, a lot of little bumpy shots and flop shots that are not required, just all sorts of different shots. So I feel as though growing up in links I have a little head start when it comes to these sort of games. That's maybe not true. In fact, you know, that's probably a load of bollocks, but it's just the way I perceive it. This here is a slinging hook. I need to avoid that ball. That's very close. I'm going to really turn this over. Might hit the camera. Real into out path on this one. Oh, turned it over well. It's missing flag left edge of the green. Kicking left just. Right guys, apologies for that. Something went wrong with my camera, so I had to stop filming there. But you get the idea. Once you've finished your practice and your golf, if you've got a dozen or so balls left over, don't just hit them for the sake of hitting them, because fatigue's set in and you go away with the performance being less than it was during your practice. So try and feel as though, or use them properly. Get them 12 balls, get them placed around the mat in different positions, and I encourage you to wonder, not to wonder, but I'll encourage you to work out how the path and the face work together in order to get that shot shape, to get the ball on target. I ended up the last 5 balls or 4 balls, whatever it was that you never saw there, 3 of them ended up having to be slice balls, so I had to really cut out to in, the face open to the path, take the ball back onto target. That's shots I would never really practice unless I did this drill. You can put 20 balls down, you can put as many balls down as you like, make it as hard as you possibly want, but it's a good way, it's a good productive way to understand face-path relationship in order to change ball flight. Because you'll get these shots on the golf course. The shot I had where the wall was close behind me, that may well represent a tree on the golf course, so I have a restricted backswing and I have to play a hook. So all these shots will come up on the golf course at some time. And if you've not practiced them, then you're going to struggle when you're in that situation. So it's a good productive way to finish off your practice or start your practice as a warm-up. Probably better to finish off that way. Once you've done your standard practice, you can finish off in that fashion. But I hope you learned something from that. I hope it's all good stuff. It's, for me personally, I think it's great, and I get all the kids that I do in the border golf development to do those sort of things, to just encourage or enhance their understanding of how the club works in relation to target and getting ball to go in target. Everyone who's subscribed to my channel so far, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And if you've hit the little like button on this video, that's even better, because that shares things around. It's not better, but it's just as good. And the bell notification, click that button and see what happens. It'll be interesting to find out what happens when you do that.